Yo, what's up, hip-hop fam? Yo, it's your boy Moods, and I'm bringing you this video today because my good friend here on YouTube, FXP420, is holding a contest. I'm not actually sure if he ever stated if it was like a 25 sub contest or whatever, but I know he's approaching 50, so I'll just treat it as like a 50 sub contest because that's awesome. And he's giving away some really cool prizes, but I don't really care. I don't enter contests to win prizes. I do it to support the channels. I could care less about the prizes, to be honest. I just like doing it. But anyways, if you wanna find out what the prizes are, I'll leave the link down below. You can go check those out. But yeah, simple question. What else is in that collection? Referring to other, genres of music and stuff. And I'm like, perfect. Because I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of different type of music when I'm writing. I find that listening to hip-hop, I can't write when I'm listening to it. I don't know what it is, but I have to listen to other types of music. I like being influenced by other types of stuff. Like, not fully, but just, getting ideas and just having, that whole creative mold come together. But I'm going to get right into this because I got lots of random things to show. I'll start off with some vinyls since that seems to be the approach here that everyone's doing. So, first up is an older record by David Bowie. Yeah, I don't know, man. For some reason, I really dig old David Bowie. I can kind of jam out to this a little bit. It's really slow and kind of melodic and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. David Bowie. Now, a record that pretty much everybody should have in their collection, but if you don't, I mean, that's cool too. But Michael Jackson's Thriller. The gatefold always cracks me up on this record. I mean, it's just fucking so funny. Yeah, this is really, really, this is like an original pressing, so it's kind of like looking pretty shifty right now, but Michael Jackson, Thriller, gotta have that. Onto a band that I have pretty much every single record that they've ever put out. I have tons of the vinyls, I have CDs, tapes, everything, which is Kiss. I just pulled out this one because I love this album cover. It is actually, one of my more favorite records by Kiss. Yeah, which way is this going? Yeah, this way. This cover's confusing. But yeah, Kiss, Rock and Roll Over. Love it. To some early, hair metal. This is a really, really grimy fucking record. Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue. Now the gatefold is just, fuck, that shit makes me laugh. How 80s is that shit right there? 1983. It's pretty funny. Next up is one of my favorite bands of all time, actually, The Doors. I fucking love The Doors. I can listen to The Doors all the time. I don't know what it is about the organ in there, no bass. I don't know what it is, but it just seems to do it for me. And I'll show off some stuff that I do like to listen to from time to time. Not the biggest fucking fan in the world, but I do like some stuff, and that's the Beatles. Just showing off this one because this album cover is terrible. I think it's so bad. Yeah, so on to some CDs here, and these are just completely picked at random out of my collection, so I don't even know what's coming up when I grab it, but hair metal band Dokken. If you watch my other side of my channel, I'm a really, really big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. Well, anyways, Dokken did the whole soundtrack to that movie, and I don't know, I've just always thought that they were like an underrated 80s metal band, hair metal bands. I don't know. Next up is Holy Grail. This is like a power metal band. They're actually playing in the background right now. It's just, power metal kind of deal. Very kind of cool stuff. New age, but I mean, it sounds like power metal. One of my favorite, rock metal albums of all time, Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Can't beat it. It's classic. One of my favorite, punk bands. Really, these guys have been around since like the dawn of time. Just released a new album recently, and it's Bad Religion. These guys are like the AC/DC of punk. They seem to put out basically the same sounding album like over and over again, but it works. If you like AC/DC, if you like one of AC/DC's albums, you like them all, really. It's kind of like Bad Religion. To me it is anyways, but some people might disagree. Alice in Chains, I think one of the most underrated, grunge bands from the, the early 90s. Obviously Nirvana and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam got a lot of the credit, you know, even, I mean, there was Mudhoney, like all those type of bands. I always thought Alice in Chains was fucking fantastic. Rest in peace to Lane Staley. Here's a band from my neck of the woods called 3 Inches of Blood. This is signed by the band. They're kind of like, they're power metal, really high-pitched vocals and stuff. Very cool stuff. This is my least favorite album, though. Another power metal band called Dream Evil. These guys are from... Oh, I'm just totally blanking. Dream Evil's from... I think they're Swedish. I think they're from Sweden. Yeah, this is fucking phenomenal. I love power metal. Next up, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, an album I could throw on all the time. Absolutely love this album. You know, one of the top-selling albums of all time, so pretty much everybody owns this shit, but yeah, Fleetwood Mac, pretty classic stuff. Another album I just love. I love so much, man. Faith No More's Angel Dust. This is an album right here that, I don't know, man, it just never seems to get the love it deserves, man. Like, Midnight Crisis is one of the best songs, man. I fucking love that song so much. Small Victory is amazing. Really, really cool stuff. Very different type of music. Eric Clapton, this is the MTV Unplugged album that he did. I'm a really big fan of Eric Clapton, you know, Cream and stuff like that. I don't know, I just think he's really talented. I think this is a fun listen. Next up, Curtis Mayfield. Now, I should probably own a lot more of the, like, the soul kind of funk, well, not funk, but this type of stuff. Like, I love Bobby Womack, and I don't have any Bobby Womack records, I'm ashamed to say. But yeah, Curtis Mayfield and Marvin Gaye, which I didn't pull out any of my stuff. I don't know. But you gotta have Superfly. This shit is fucking amazing. This is a Canadian, I guess more on the lines of death metal. A group called Cataclysm. Yeah, I mean, it's death metal, really heavy fucking riffs, you know, it's got the growling voices and shit, but I dig it. My favorite Chili's album of all time, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Can't beat this shit, man. I don't know, this album, I remember buying, like, the first day it came out back in the day, and I listened to this, I broke my tape, bought another one. I don't even think I think I might even still have it, but I love this album. It's fantastic. My favorite Metallica album, Kill 'Em All. I pulled this one out. I like this album the most because, you know, a lot of this was written by Dave Mustaine. You know, all the guitars and stuff. It's really gritty and grimy. You can really tell the influence that Dave Mustaine had on this record. With that said, I actually didn't pull out any Megadeth stuff. I do like Megadeth, but this album's grimy and shit. Tom Petty, just one of the best acoustic guitar players of all time. I love his voice, I love his songwriting. Tom Petty's a cat that I could listen to all the time. I never get bored of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. None of that shit, man. Awesome. Steel Panther, new age power metal band. They're a throwback band to like the 80s. Very, very fucking funny. This shit's like kind of comic orientated. They used to have a show in Vegas. My buddy actually went and seen them live. He said it was the most fucking hilarious show he'd ever seen in his life. But these guys do 80s metal, hair metal to a fucking T. It sounds like it was recorded in the 80s. It's amazing. Led Zeppelin, can't, you know, a little bit of nudity on there. But yeah, Led Zeppelin, this is House of the Holy. Fantastic. I like Led Zeppelin, man. It's kind of cliche to say, oh, I like Led Zeppelin, but whatever. Fuck the haters. Jimi Hendrix, another cliched artist that, yeah, I like Jimi Hendrix. No, I've always liked Jimi. I've always been kind of astounded by Jimi Hendrix. The fact that, like, just the way he played his guitar and his writing and shit, and just left this world way too early, man, you know? But Jimi Hendrix, very talented dude. John Coltrane, on the jazz tip, I love fucking jazz. I could listen to jazz all the time. It's probably the easiest thing to listen to and write to for some reason. I always write some of the most bizarre shit when I'm listening to jazz. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know. The Bloodhound Gang, Hooray for Boobies. I think this is one of the funniest albums ever recorded. I absolutely fucking love this album. These guys are goofy. A lot of people don't like them, but I think they're hilarious. Amon Amarth, this is a Swedish Viking metal, death metal band. Just phenomenal. I really, really like these guys. I've seen these guys live and absolutely was astounded at how fucking awesome they were live. Like, it was just crazy, crazy. A band that I do have all the albums, only 10 albums. Getting back to the power metal, you can kind of see trends. I love power metal. Iron Maiden, I have all the albums. I grabbed Peace of Mind for some reason. This is pretty much my favorite album by Maiden. I guess that's why I grabbed it. But I don't know, I love this album. Revelations, I fucking love that song, man. That's awesome. Dio, rest in peace to Dio. Holy Diver, a classic record by Dio. I mean, everybody that listens to any type of metal knows who the fuck Dio is. He's amazing. You know, the song Holy Diver in itself is just absolutely amazing. Rainbow in the Dark, can't beat that shit. Skinless is another, oh fuck, I want to say these guys are Canadian, but I can't remember. It's, it's fucking death metal. That's all I can say. 6 Feet Under, this is Chris Barnes' spin-off group. After he left Cannibal Corpse, he started up a group called 6 Feet Under. I dig it. It's just brutal. It's like horror movie music to me. You know, it's interesting. I like death metal and the really brutal lyrics of death metal because I'm a really big horror movie fan. It kind of relates to me, but I'm not really a big horrorcore hip hop fan. I know, go figure. It's weird. I do like Necro and some of that stuff, but even Necro grits on me a little bit sometimes. I like his beats better than his rhymes, but I don't know what it is, man. I really dig the brutalness of the lyrics. Only in metal, though. It's weird. Cancer Bats, this is a Canadian kind of rock, punk, kind of metal group. I don't know really how to describe these guys. Just really cool stuff, though, man. A little more mainstream, but I dig them, though. I think they're very cool. The Black Dahlia Murder. This is like another kind of melodic death metal band. I guess you kind of classify them as. My metal friends right now are probably watching this video going, fuck you, idiot. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Black Dahlia Murder. Very cool bands. Fucking heavy. Another Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is the anthology. I put this in here because it's got a lot of the stuff with the Heartbreakers on here. Yeah. Tom Petty, what can I say? Awesome. White Wizard. This is like another power metal group. Kind of new age power metal. Just sounds like power metal, but in a way, kind of like Holy Grail here. Over the top. Fucking amazing. Tool, one of the favorite shows I've ever been to in my life. I fucking loved Tool live. It was amazing. It was absolutely fucking amazing. Love this album. Classic. Phil Collins. I just grabbed the Greatest Hits album. Yeah. I'm a really, really big fan of 80s pop music. I don't really own a lot of the actual albums. I have shit tons of songs and stuff downloaded. But I don't know, man. I really, really like cheesy 80s shitty music. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's weird. Prince, Purple Rain soundtrack. I mean, what can you say? This shit is amazing. This is an album I grew up listening to. I loved this album. It just has so much nostalgia factor for me. I don't know, man. I love it. It's good. A band called Rotting Christ. These guys are from Greece. And I gotta say, man, by the band name, I probably would have never checked them out because it just sounds like too fucking brutal to me. Rotting Christ. But honestly, the music, the way that everything's presented on this record is really catchy. It's fucking awesome. It's just death metal, but it's good. Nirvana. Pulled out this. Yeah, kind of cliche, I guess, but you know, this is an album I'll never forget when it came. I actually won a copy of this on tape on the radio back, 1991 when it was coming out, and I don't know. It's just one of those albums that I could listen to all the time. Miles Davis. Some more jazz here. Love Miles Davis. What can I say? It's cool. This is a record by Neil Young, and I guess Eddie Vedder's on this record too. It's called Mirror Ball. Very cool. I like Neil Young. It's funny because I've had this conversation with a lot of people, in the last few years, and it's amazing how many people don't like Neil Young. They can't stand his voice and stuff. And I don't know, man. I think Neil Young's fucking super cool, man. In Flames, another metal band, very cool stuff. These guys are also from Sweden. Slipknot, American metal. Everybody knows Slipknot. I like Iowa. I like Slipknot in general. They were very cool to see live. You know, having 10 people on stage just giving her fucking full tilt. Pretty cool shit. Zimmer's Hole. This is a Canadian metal band. They are kind of like they're like a comedic band too. The album is called When You Were Shouting at the Devil. It's kind of a rip on Motley Crue, which is ironic. I did show that album earlier. Yeah, the very first song on the album, When You Were Shouting at the Devil, We Were in League with Satan. Yeah, there's a song on here called Fisticorpse. Yes, actually Fisticorpse. It's done at a comedic level. Apparently my buddies have seen these guys live, and they pass around like a dummy, like a dead dummy kind of deal, and people in the crowd fist it, and it's full of like goo and shit that comes out of it. It's pretty fucking funny. Zimmer's Hole. Rob Zombie, big Rob Zombie fan on the music level, you know, being White Zombie, Rob Zombie solo stuff, and I really like his films too. I don't know. Rob Zombie. Sworn Enemy, this is like a hardcore group from New York. It's like metal, kind of, it's funny because they kind of dress gangsterish in a little bit. If you know what hardcore is, you know what I'm talking about, Sworn Enemy. Manson, I am a really big Marilyn Manson fan. I know, it's weird, but I have all of his albums. I don't know what it is about Manson, I just find him super talented. I love seeing interviews with Marilyn Manson. He's just fucking very smart. Very smart. Elbity, this is a group from Switzerland. They're like a folk metal, death metal band, I guess. Very, very cool, man. The instruments that are played in this music is really, really fucking cool, man. Very cool shit. I've seen these guys open up for Amon Amarth, and it's just phenomenal stuff, man. I gotta say, like, it's totally different. CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah, what can I say? I love this. Late 60s, early 70s music's amazing. And last up, sorry about this long-ass video, guys, about Sublime. I could have went on forever. I do have lots of non-hip-hop stuff, so... And Sublime, this is a band that I did grow up loving. And I'm not really a big fan of the whole ska music movement or whatever, but I did like Sublime. Yeah, what can I say? Very cool. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Sorry if this went on way too fucking long. I just had lots of random things to show, so... Mood616, if you're not subscribed to FXP420, I'll leave a link down below. Go subscribe to his channel. He's having a contest, man. Go do it. Mood616 signing off. Peace out.